What is up, guys? It's me, Dusty Minister, and I'm back with another video. In this one, I am going to cast a game for you guys, but before we get into that game, I am going to make a little bit of a... I'm going to ask you guys for a little thing. So, what happened was I had to restart my computer completely wipe my computer and reinstall everything, even Windows. And what happened was... basically, all my sound settings apparently doesn't work anymore. I wrote all my sound settings as they used to be down, and they are completely wrong now, and they don't work. This has created a lot of sound issues, and I have really been struggling with getting the microphone to actually sound good. And I'm not getting a new microphone just as of now, so I have to deal with what I have right now. So what I want you guys to help me out with, because there's also another new thing. I'm actually in a different room than what I used to do when I casted the games for the World Championship. So a lot of things has changed. My settings has changed. My microphone has not changed, but the room that I'm in is completely changed as well. So I would like you guys to give some feedback in how it sounds in terms of the microphone. And then other than that, guys, I would just want you guys to actually enjoy the game. And yeah, let's get into it. What is up, guys? Welcome back to another Dawn of War Soulstorm cast brought to you by Dusty Minister. For this one, we got a very classic matchup between Space Marines and Chaos. In this one, on the top hand side, we got All Seeing Eye. He goes for a scout, servitor, 2 scouts, and he gets a chapel barrack and actually goes for the plasma generator. Already very interesting opening here. He captures his outer point over here. And then on the bottom hand side, we actually got a very strong chaos player. We got a player that I don't think we have covered on this channel, Alpha Legion. He actually goes for a heretic, 2 cultists, a 3rd heretic, and then a bunch of other cultist squads. Then he gets a Chaos Armory and a Generator. Looks like he's going to do some kind of rush alpha. We're gonna see how he's gonna make it roll here. This opening is really annoying for Space Marines. It looks like they won't reach this in time. But it's going to be hard to actually finish this listening post here. Let's see here what Alpha Legion is going to pull off here. He actually goes for this heavy bolt turret. That's why he gets extra heretics here. And he captures his outer points here. That's good. Yeah, nice. So All Seeing Eye is not being able to actually finish this. And so far, it's just going to be for free for Alpha. This is a brutal opening here. So because of this generator build, this means that All Seeing Eye has to go for the Force Commander. Three scouts and then going Space Marine squad would be way too greedy. It'll take too long time to actually get the Force Commander. And Force Commander is really good against Cultist. He doesn't take that much damage from them. He's immune to, like, or he's not getting knocked around. He'll still get slowed by the grenade launchers. So, yeah, he's really good against these Cultists, who is super squishy, as you can see. All Seeing Eye is gonna try and do some kind of counterattack here, but he's super much under pressure. He's not getting this for sure, because Alpha captures this as the first thing. Yeah, really good early game for Alpha. All Seeing Eye is immediately answering with snipers. This is probably the only way to go, to be honest. Space Marine squads will just get absolutely annihilated by this cultist grenade onslaught here. And snipers at least, like, outranges. Yeah, nice. But yeah, economy for All Seeing Eye is like 56 to +10, which is why he's upgrading. No, he's not upgrading. He's getting a Skull Probe. The reason why he's getting the Skull Probe is obviously because of this heavy bolter turret. But if we look at Alpha, he doesn't have the best economy either, but it is improving rapidly. He's gonna finish this, and then yeah, he's also upgrading this. Yeah, now All Seeing Eye is controlling this area because of all these snipers. And looks like All-Seeing Eye is gonna try and do an engagement in here. Gonna buy time with the Skull Probe. Yeah, and actually pushes these cultists out. That's really, really good. A lot of cultists actually dying here. I like it. Yeah, another Skull Probe coming in here. A decent solution here for All-Seeing Eye. This is probably the best he could go. Another plasma generator coming in. I'm surprised All-Seeing Eye doesn't upgrade a single listing post. He's so low in requisition income. At least he's destroying the heavy bolter turret, but Force Commander has taken so much damage. Let's see here what Alpha is doing. So he's finally getting his plasma generator here. He built another turret. Oh, Alpha, you... Yeah. I don't know, this turret seems weird to me. Like, really, really wonky. I think that's kind of a mistake, to be honest. But Alpha is a better player than me, so don't get me wrong. By the way, Alpha Legion, that's a really, really good name. See here, so this listing post is getting finished. I really like the way someone like All-Seeing Eye actually came out of this. Yeah, he's now building this listing post here. And he's going tier 2, so that's why he actually were getting a lot of that's why he was getting a lot of afloat instead of actually upgrading his listing posts.
Scouts in position.
So even though snipers are really, really good for All-Seeing Eye, and they are really, really good against the cultist, using a lot of power, what is this? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 snipers. That's a lot of power. That's 120 power, guys. It delays your tech, or makes it so you can't upgrade any listing post that you want. But he's getting a lot of efficiency out of it. The thing is, this Nate Cold build here from Alpha usually means very early tier 2. But actually, All-Seeing Eye gets faster tier 2. This is mind-blowing to me. This is mind-blowing. It's very mind-blowing. Really, really good early game from All-Seeing Eye, to be honest. Like, getting out of this situation, this turret was useless, to be honest. All-Seeing Eye has control over here. So even though Alpha, he has a very, very strong economy, right? He's getting another heavy bolter. What is he doing? Is it because he's afraid of, like, what is it, like, listing? Landspeeder Tempest? But if that was the case, then it would have to be closer to these plasma generators. Having it here will just make it so that Landspeeders could attack on this section here. Okay, finally the machine pit is getting out. Let's see here what Alpha is, or All-Seeing Eye is doing. Okay. I like this. Landspeeder Tempest might be the best shout. However, when machine pit is getting built, yeah, Hell Talon is, in my opinion, a counter to Landspeeder Tempest. They are really, really effective against Landspeeder Tempest. They are tankier. They deal just as well damage for kind of the same cost. I know Landspeeders are a bit less expensive, but they also need the crack grenades on top of it. They have less HP, whereas the Hell Talon has way more HP. I also think that it has a better armor type, but I'm not sure about that one, to be honest. Vehicle cap increase and Skull Probe infiltration research. This is a really, really good upgrade, by the way. A lot of people don't get this upgrade, but it's a really, really good upgrade. It infiltrates your Skull Probe, obviously. This heavy bolter turret getting upgraded, so it actually can answer some of these Hell Talons. But yeah, let's see. 2 Landspeeder Tempest in the mix. Let's see here. Yeah, so the Hell Talon is coming in here. You're gonna see it's actually pretty effective against Landspeeders. Obviously, there's 2 Landspeeders right now, but you can see it has more than double the HP of these Landspeeders, so they're way more tanky. Okay. As you can see here, it's easily dealt with. This land speeder actually went down. So yeah, Hell Talons, if you're Chaos and you expect a land speeder mass, you just get Hell Talons, it's no problem. Okay, also this heavy bolter turret is also in here. Alright, nicely done. So this Hell Talon actually gets in here. I like this by Alpha. There's no heavy bolter turret with upgraded missile launchers. More land speeder Tempest getting in, okay. Defiler's also out. Oh, and Chaos Sorcerer is also out. That's really, really good for Alpha. Looking at economy, 104 to plus 60 for Alpha. He's also getting his Chaos Temple. This is also a mistake that a lot of Chaos players do. They need to get the Chaos Temple very, very late with this build order. Like, in some cases, a player like Dantis doesn't even get this Chaos Temple before, like, tier 3 or something. All-Seeing Eye is 104 to plus 60, so they have kind of the same economy here. This Hell Talon needs to be careful. It can't take forever beatings. Another heavy bolter turret being built here from Alpha. Another listing post will go down here. Land Speeder's obviously really, or Tempest, really effective here. Okay, looks like there's a bit of an engagement in here. This Defiler is actually taking a good chunk of damage, but this heavy bolter turret goes down. Chaos Sorcerer is actually real good against buildings, like randomly good against buildings. Okay. This will get decapped. Also, Stealth is coming in for these scouts, so they are already here. Skull Probe is closing in here, so they can actually detect these cultists. Okay, good engagement in here. This turret never got finished here. Alpha is very much under pressure here. Yeah, because of this Chaos Sorcerer, and now this Skull Probe is finally getting detected. Vilers are gonna try and do something here, but another heavy bolter. This game has been like the heavy bolters of the heavy bolters game. There's heavy bolters everywhere. Heavy bolter turret, I should say. Okay, Skull Probe getting out here. It actually can stun this Defiler. Nicely done here. However, the heavy bolter turret actually went down. Another heavy bolter. Oh my god, I love this game. Okay. Space Marine Squad is now out because they can actually get the missile launchers. That's good because that's the only answer to these Defilers right now. Defilers actually deal randomly decent damage to air units. Hell Talon is coming in here, but it's not going to survive this this onslaught of missile launchers. Decent early game here for Alpha Legion, but I'm not sure his mid game doesn't look that solid. Another Skull Probe was scouting a little bit here. Another heavy weapon. But what is going on with these turrets? Like, I know they're effective, like they make sense because of the missile launchers, but there must be a limitation. Both players has a lot of like turrets here. We fly for the Emperor. Ever vigilant. Okay, minefield coming in here. Another fortification of these listing posts. All-Seeing Eye has a real good economy. He also has kind of a lot of float, actually. 126 to 60. I can't say the same for Alpha Legion in terms of his requisition income. He has simply not gotten the globe. Yeah, he doesn't have the global yet. However, he just got his heavy weapons increase, so he's actually getting Chaos Marines now. And gonna go for his aspiring champions, and then he'll probably get a lot of heavy bolters. Sacred Artifact coming in here for All-Seeing Eye. This is such a weird game, I'm not gonna lie. Rhino now coming in. All-Seeing Eye, so far just chilling. The later game we go, the worse it's gonna get for Chaos. Like, really, really late game, it's not good for Chaos. Tier 2, I feel like Chaos actually beats Space Marines. I know there's debates and it depends on the map and stuff, but like, in general, I think a lot of the stuff that Chaos can do is actually real good against SM. This heavy bolter turret is actually going down here. Librarian coming in, okay. More Chaos Space Marines. Also, Unholy Sight. Unholy Sight is really, really good here because of infiltrated scouts from All-Seeing Eye and also infiltrated skull probes. Librarian coming out here. Plasma guns, okay. There's a lot of stuff that is very unorthodox in this game. I really like it. Okay, this Rhino needs to be very, very careful. Oh, it actually goes down. Nice catch here for All-Seeing Eye. Another Rhino will probably get out here after the Hell Talon. Yeah, smoke launchers are very, very underrated upgrade here for the Rhinos. It basically reduces a lot of damage in general. And these Rhinos can fire some smoke launchers for like Space Marine squads and stuff. This is very like both players really not doing too much, but I feel like late game this is not going to be good for Alpha Legion. With tier 3 and yeah, Word of the Emperor is coming in. This is not going to be good. Yeah, these Chaos Marines will take a lot of beating here. Basically overextending too much here. Nice, the Rhino actually went down. Defiler is getting focused here. Hell Talon is taking way too much damage here. Some Space Marines are suffering, but the Defiler went down. Now this Chaos Space Marine is also in the mix, in trouble, but looks like Alpha Legion is actually trying to do a counterattack here, but it's not gonna work. There's basically too much fortification. A LP3 over here as well. Oh my god, so many Chaos Marines dying. All-Seeing Eye is basically playing with his food here. Terminator's also in. With assault cannon. Nah, this is yeah. Alpha is really, really going to take a beating here. These Chaos Marines is not going to do anything, honestly. Hell Talon is taking way too much damage. Just by getting close, it's already close to 50% HP. This heavy bolter turret is going down. And yeah, Alpha's not doing much over here. He's not getting through here. This listening post will go down. Defilers can do something. But line speeders are coming in here. Oh my god, the melee at Terminators are now coming in. That is going to be a nightmare for Alpha. They're super, super tanky, the Assault Terminators. Looks like the Terminator squads just jumped in to actually give the Word of the Emperor. This basically makes them invulnerable. Look at this army right here from All-Seeing Eye. Also missing the the Librarian ability here, but that's okay. An orbital bombardment coming in here. Look at these generators. They're just getting absolutely blasted here. Alpha is not getting through this. His base is just slowly burning and collapsing. Chaos Armory will also go down. There's some infiltrated cultists over here, but they're not gonna do much. This Space Marine army is just way, way too strong, way too tanky. Just them looking at the army of Chaos and Chaos units just dies. Hell Talon needs to retreat. It's so low and Chaos doesn't really have good repair speed either. This heavy bolter turret is just going down. Brutal. Absolutely brutal. Apparently, Alpha is going in on a little bit of a kamikaze mission here. But all these cultists are just getting murdered. Kind of big engagement in here from Chaos. But there's just too much damage coming in here. But Defiler throws down a Hail Mary and goes in melee here. Even the Hell Talon is trying to kill some of these infantry units. Okay. Decent pushback. Liberian is actually kind of in trouble in here. Okay. Decent pushback by Alpha. I have no idea how he's going to recover, however. Liberian is surely but slowly dying. It's gonna go down here. Yeah, holding on, but he's not surviving that. Alpha is gonna go back in, but it's not gonna work out for him. Aussie I already got this position here. Let's see here. So Alpha. He has a decent army, but it's not going to add up to what All-Seeing Eye has. And All-Seeing Eye is even trying to get a Predator in here. As soon as this vehicle cap increases, he's going to get the Predator. Super tanky unit. Really, really good against infantry especially. Yeah, Sorcerer. I like that Alpha apparently doesn't give up here. Very, very silent game just in general. All-Seeing Eye just chilling.
My powers are yours to command. I stand ready.
Liberian coming in again. All-Seeing Eye going for his second global for power. His economy is actually kind of ridiculous. 159 to plus 75. Not the turret. This is Turret City, bro. Like, there's just turrets everywhere in this game. I think this might be the game where I've seen the most turrets in general in a 1v1. I know there's some crazy games out there, but this is really out there. Even the snipers are in the mix still. Alpha basically can't get out of his base. Yeah, tier 4. Heavy armored deployment coming in for All-Seeing Eye. This upgrade is going to be very, very brutal. This basically gives him the access to some upgrades for this Predator. It's also going to make it so he can build the Land Speeder. Or not Land Speeder, what's it called? Land Raider. Land Raider. Obviously, really, really strong tier 4 unit. It's debatable how strong, like, It's not the strongest tier 4 unit on planet Earth, but it's definitely in the top tier. It's now getting in here for Ballsing Eye, and as soon as this drops, the game is basically over for Alpha Legion. He doesn't even have tier 3. That's crazy, brah. That is absolutely crazy. He's gonna try and throw down a Hail Mary, I guess, here. Heavy Bolter turret is actually going down. Now he's gonna focus this listing post, which actually focuses the Rhino for some goddamn reason, but whatever. Now the Assault Terminators are coming in here. Assault Terminators are taking a lot of damage, actually. But this Hellfire Dreadnought is still a problem. That's why the Hell Talon's in the mix. But right behind that is the Predator, who is actually getting the twin-linked Las Cannon. Really, really good against vehicles. Yeah, Alpha just can't penetrate the base right here. At least the Hellfire Dreadnought is going down. Looks like All-Seeing Eye's flexing a little bit. He's like, I'm gonna get an extra stronghold. No worries here. While I'm getting my Land Raider. Yeah, this is not even close. Alpha Legion sees the Land Raider, and he's just like, this is GG. Even the Whirlwind was also getting in here. Probably the best artillery unit in the game. Let's break this one down. I feel like this game in general was super, super weird. I can also feel that I'm very rusty as a caster, but I just don't get this from Alpha. So All-Seeing Eye responds very well to this opening here from Alpha. The early game was real good from Alpha, and All-Seeing Eye, he has a very, very clear answer. He doesn't go for Space Marine squads. Why doesn't he do that? Because they are god-awful against grenade launchers and nade cults. They just get bounced around and just takes too much damage. So Force Commander, as you could see, really, really strong. Like, you didn't even see the full potential of it. Really, really strong against cultists. And then snipers, because not only can they actually, like, murder the cultist, but the other thing is that they at least outrange the cultist. Now, why do I mention the thing about, like, scouts getting, what is it? Why do I mention that scouts are very, very expensive in power? Well, it means that it delays your tech. Because the thing is, when you go for this opening that Alpha did, usually you can get kind of early tier 2, which is because of, like, being able to invest a lot in power and stuff. You also get an early generator. Sometimes you don't want, like, if you go standard in this matchup, which you very much can in on a map like Battle Marshes, you go for a Chaos Temple, and then you go Raptors, or it's standard in this matchup, I should say. The thing is, with how do I say this? With that opening, you usually don't want to go for a plasma generator, but with nade cult, you for sure want plasma generator. The thing is, apparently All-Seeing Eye got tier 2 first, which is, like, kind of ludicrous to me, because he's investing a lot in snipers, and he is he's also behind in this point for a while. But in my opinion, Alpha, I think he just, no joke, actually, like, I just think he builds too many turrets. And it doesn't really make sense, because all-Seeing Eye had to do was chill. He wasn't really under pressure, even though he lost this point, but he just teched. Also, he got an early second generator, which was kind of interesting. And he also obviously went for a plasma generator first, so he could get relatively early tier 2. And apparently he was ahead in tier 2, which is, like, to me, that is just a no-go. That should never happen. Like, ever. In the situation that All-Seeing Eye was in. And by the way, like, this turret mass and stuff, like, I understand that they can be useful against flying units and stuff. but it's just like it didn't make sense. And then All-Seeing Eye, he did it himself, but it makes a little more sense against Hell Talons. Yeah, this was a weird game, bruh. Like, this was really, really weird. Yeah, as I said, like, I think Alpha just didn't... Either Alpha should have gone harder in the early game, which would have been bad because All-Seeing Eye went with the strategy that he went with snipers and Force Commander. Or he should just, okay, if you go snipers, I'm gonna get early vehicles, tier 2, and your snipers will do literally nothing to it. That's what Alpha should have done, in my opinion. But I'm gonna leave this one for now. Thank you guys for watching. Have a good one. I hope I see you in another video after this one. So have a good one. Peace.